Assalamu alaikum. I will tell you today a very important story. One night, a woman sat at the airport for several hours, waiting for her flight. During her waiting period she went to buy a book and bag of candy to pass the time with. And suddenly, while she was reading deeply, she noticed that a young woman next to her had sat and snatched a piece of candy from the bag that was placed between them. But she decided to ignore the first time but she was disturbed while eating the candy, and this young woman shared with her the food from the bag. That's when she really started to get angry. Then she thought to herself, saying, if I hadn't been polite, I would have met this behavior severely. And so, every time she ate a piece of candy, the young woman would take a piece, and the disapproving conversation continues between their eyes, and she is amazed at the calmness of that girl and her wonderful light smile. Then she snatched the last piece and divided it into two halves, and took one part and gave the lady another part. The lady quickly took the piece of candy and said to herself, "What is this impudence?" Moments later, I heard the announcement of her flight time, so she collected her luggages while she was angry, and went to the boarding gate without looking behind her to the seat of that insolent thief. After she got on the plane and enjoyed a beautiful quiet session, she wanted to put her book, which she was about to finish, in her bag, and here was the thunderbolt. She found a bag of candy in the bag, and she began to think that she was the insolent one. She was eating from the quiche of the polite young woman who did not scold her and didn't look at her except with all politeness and kindness. A lesson is how many times in our lives have we thought with full confidence and certainly that something is happening in the right way that we judge, but we discover late that it was not true.